what to say at the meeting, whether to reply to that comment, whether to buy the thing that promises a tiny lift. But imagine a shadow that follows every one of those small moves. Not a weather shadow, not a mood, but a single ancient pressure that presses behind your choices. What if I told you that lurking behind almost every belief you defend and every value you hold is a single, primal terror that most of us never see coming? In 1973, he published The Denial of Death, a book that argued something radical. Much of human culture, religion, art, politics, status rituals, can be read as attempts to manage the terror of mortality. They read Becker and asked a scientist's question: what if we could make the terror of death momentarily present and then watch what people do? They translated Becker's big idea into experiments you could run in a lab or a classroom. Their project became known as terror management theory, a name that sounds clinical, but under it sat a simple, unnerving hypothesis. Reminders of mortality change how people think and behave, often in ways that protect their cultural worldviews and their sense of worth. The experiment these researchers used was brilliantly simple and quietly invasive. You recruit two groups of people. To the other group, you slip in two different questions. What do you think happens when you die? And describe the emotions you feel when you think about your own death. Just a few sentences, a brief focus on mortality, a momentary pause for thought. Afterwards, both groups are asked to evaluate other people, to weigh in on moral cases, to rate essays or political opinions. The mortality salient participants shift. They become more defensive of their cultural worldview and more punitive toward those who violate it. They favor harsher punishments for transgressors, rate opposing political views more negatively, and show increased prejudice against outgroups. The shift is subtle at the moment, but it ripples outward into decisions that shape how groups treat one another, how societies punish, and how individuals seek worth. When reminders of mortality circulate, even faintly, people's behavior hardens. The implications are not merely academic, they map onto real-world crises. Imagine rallies with banners, parades of soldiers, courtrooms, and pulpits, all walking as if tethered to the same unseen anchor. In the courtroom, a judge bangs a gavel with certainty, convinced the harsh sentence prevents chaos. In the political arena, opponents are reduced to caricatures, enemies to be defeated rather than citizens to persuade. In social media arguments, simple differences escalate into personal annihilation. The crimson skull, the comic accent, sits beneath people's feet, unseen by them but coloring their actions.